name's Donna Gambino, and in my last video I talked to you about neutral spine and what it is, what the natural curves of the back are, why they're important, how they can cause you pain when they are not in alignment. And so today in this video I want to teach you how to do a self-assessment. So obviously you'd want, if you have pain or anything like that, go see a medical professional, a physical therapist, or someone that knows how to do postural evaluation so that they can check you out and make sure you're in the right alignment and what the things that you need to really work on. But if you're feeling just a little bit out of whack and you're a regular fitness person and you want to kind of assess how your posture is, then this is a way to do it. So we're going to do what first we call a body check. So you're going to lay down on your mat. That's all you need for this, and then you're going to need a roller in a minute. So grab your roller, but you can lay on your mat, and we're going to assess your posture and your asymmetries, meaning your differences from side to side, while you just lay down. So just lay on your back, have your legs out in front of you, arms down by your sides, and just relax. Take a nice big breath in and exhale. And I want you to close your eyes and start at your head and start to feel how your body's laying on the mat. So just start at the head and just notice how your head feels. Does it feel like it's laying evenly on the mat, or do you feel like it's rotated to one side or not? One side of the head may feel heavier into the mat than the other. If you feel like your chin is higher up to the ceiling than your forehead, that could be something that you would take note of. And then go down to your shoulders and feel your shoulders. Are your shoulders touching the mat? Are they rounded up off of the mat? Do you have one shoulder that feels heavier into the mat than the other? Going down into your rib cage and just feeling how your ribs are laying on the mat. Again, if you feel one side of your rib cage heavier into the mat than the other, or if they feel even, and go down into your low back and feel your lumbar spine. How does that feel on the mat? Obviously you should have a nice inward curve there, so there should be a little bit of space, but if you feel like there's an excessive amount of space in your low back, that would be something to note. Feel your pelvis and how the pelvis feels on the mat. Do you feel, again, one side heavier into the mat than the other? Do you feel like your legs are laying evenly on the mat, or does one leg feel like it wants to turn out and one leg feels like it wants to be straight? You can feel how your feet and your ankles feel when you're laying there, and just notice those asymmetries from side to side. You may not have any. You might have really good posture and everything is lined up. But if you notice some differences from side to side, that would be an indicator that maybe your posture is off a little bit. So what I'm going to do is have you lay, if you have a foam roller, you're going to grab it and you're going to lay on the foam roller, and we're going to force you to go into a neutral spine. Okay, now just a note, if you have a really rounded upper back, this is not going to be an assessment that you're going to want to do on the foam roller. Okay, that would be something you'd have to really have looked at by a professional. But if you just have a little bit of slight rounding, this is a nice way to kind of knock it out. Okay, so you're going to lay down and put your head on the roller, and your tail is on the roller. So make sure your whole spine is on, arms down by your sides. And I want you, again, just close your eyes, and I want you to feel how this is forcing you really to be in the three natural curves of your spine. So the head is what you feel, then you feel the rib cage, and then you feel the tailbone be nice and heavy. And the other two curves, your neck curve and your low back curve, you do not feel. Okay, so those, you should have a nice inward curve of both of those. So those three other points are points that we look at in posture to make sure that they're in alignment, that you have good alignment in your natural curves of your back. Okay, and I want you to just lay there for a while and breathe, and I want you to listen to what your body's telling you. Okay, so first, of course, when you lay on this, if you're new to this, it's going to feel like you're laying on a log, and it's not going to be very comfortable. Take a few deep breaths and just try to settle in. After a few minutes, it starts to feel okay. And then I want you to listen. Is your body telling you this is not comfortable? Are your back muscles spasming a little bit or twitching? Or are you feeling some discomfort in certain areas? Those are usually indicators. If I put you in a neutral spine and the body fights you, or fights me in that, then it's an indicator usually that certain things are out of whack. Okay, muscles have adapted to this other posture, and now when I'm putting you in a nice neutral posture, your body doesn't like it because it's used to the bad posture. So like we talked about the last time, form follows function. So whatever your body does repetitively, that posture will show, okay? So what we want to try and do is get you into that neutral spine posture. And you can get in that by every day, maybe getting on the roller here and just laying for a couple minutes. Start with 1 minute, one day, a couple times a day, morning and the evening. Next day you get on, try a couple minutes more and see if you can start to get your body to get used to being in this more aligned position. So you have done this for a few days, you've been able to lay for 5 to 10 minutes on the roller comfortably, and then when you roll off the roller, I want you to just melt off onto the floor and then straighten your legs. And let's do that little body check again and see what you feel. When you've been on the roller for a while, you will tend to feel after you roll off a nice release into the floor as if you're laying in a hammock, okay? And you have this nice softening of the muscles because of the deep pressure of the roller. And when those muscles release, we can get that spine to kind of come back into this nice neutral position. So I want you to give that a try for a week or so and see if that can help to change what your normal daily posture is, and maybe if it's not quite up to snuff. So hope that helps, and let me know in the comments how it goes. I'd love to have you in a class, so if you are interested in a private assessment or to come to one of my online classes via Zoom, just check the link below, and I hope to see you there. Take care. Bye.